because I want to talk today about, well, quite frankly, you know, Adam Sandler is a big one right off the damn bat. I think Adam Sandler is going to be something that a lot of people are going to be talking about here very soon because we found out the other day he's doing 4 new movies for Netflix. But did you know how many hours people have actually spent watching Adam Sandler movies? It's what you might call insane if you really start breaking it down. So let's take a look here at this. So it says here, according to Polygon, right? According to Polygon here, Netflix users have spent 2 billion hours watching Adam Sandler. So he's getting from, think about this. I know I covered this the other day, but I just want to talk about this. Netflix users have spent 2 billion hours watching Adam Sandler. That is wild. And when I covered this the other day, there wasn't any talk about that. There wasn't any talk about how many hours people had spent watching Adam Sandler. I still can't believe 2 billion hours. But it says here, according to a press release, Netflix subscribers have reportedly spent 2 billion hours watching Adam Sandler movies since his first original, The Ridiculous Six, premiered in 2015. And based on new membership viewership metrics, Sandler's most recent film, Murder Mystery, was queued up by 83 million households in the first week of release. If there's such a thing as a movie star in the streaming age, it's apparently Sandler, which is why the company is re-upping its production deal to produce 4 more movies. Think about that. And I mean, really, really effing think about that one. 83 million households queued up Murder Mystery when it premiered a few months ago. 83 million households. That's not even 83 million people because they probably watched with a few people. I don't think they had like a watch party. I don't think they had like a gigantic, pregame, get together. Like, all right, everyone, let's bring the neighbors over and we're gonna have a potluck and we're gonna talk about our favorite Adam Sandler film on Netflix. And when the clock strikes midnight and it goes live, we're all gonna sit down and watch it together. Like, I don't think that happened. But clearly, Netflix is far more influential than we give it credit for. And I think about that for a second, right? There are, I think, around 165 million Netflix accounts, right, worldwide. And 83 million of them queued this up in the first week. That's like half, little less than half, maybe, right? Around half. I think we could use it as a solid metric. Half of Netflix's users queued up Murder Mystery, an Adam Sandler movie, in the first week. My mind is breaking thinking about those numbers because you never actually think about how much Netflix pulls in viewer wise. We never know anything about that. They've tried to argue for a long time. They've tried to argue that a lot of I've seen TV ratings companies come out and attempt to argue that no, really, there's nothing there that really matters. It's the way that they I think it was the guy who runs FX, right? Landgraf, was that his name? He was talking about a reporter asked him a question about Netflix and the viewer rating ship for You, right? That one show about the creepy stalker guy that everyone seems to get off on. And he's talking about how they said like 40 million households watched it or something. And then he's like, well, that means like, he's like, all the episodes are out at once. So we don't know how many people actually watched the entire season before the end of the show. I'm like, well, that's actually a pretty fair point. You have no idea to know how many people actually watched it, but he broke it down to like 3 million people per episode or something like that is what he was trying to say. But if you look at the wording there, 83 million households. Now, there is a little bit of kind of wiggle room on the wording, if you want my honest opinion. The wiggle room there has a lot to do with number of screens, right? And how many screens are available in the house. The package I pay for is for 4 simultaneous streams. And so I could be watching it in one room and my girlfriend and my kids could be watching it in another room. And of course, does that count as being a household or screen or whatever? Then the wording is a little bit interesting. I'd love there to be some clarification on it. But I think we also can look at the fact and just go, I don't think like one household was running like 4 simultaneous screens, all watching Murder Mystery at the same time throughout the course of the first week. We're talking specific households, i.e., one account per household is what they are generally referring to. 83 million people, 2 billion hours watched of Adam Sandler content. That is insane. That is absolutely freaking insane. I am surprised.